Hey everyone, welcome to the video. So we've got the cross-border 10k today. It is dark. The race must have been later last year, or I got here later because it's pitch black and I've got the flash of my phone in my face, so hopefully you can see me. But yeah, I just had some peanut butter on toast this morning. In terms of race day kit, I am going to be going with the Puma DV8 Nitro Elite 3. Why are these names for race shoes so long? The Metaspeed Sky, I just think it's a bit softer, a bit more comfortable for the longer distances. So I think I'm going to try that more for half marathon, but the Puma, I did some strides in it last night. I think it's a little bit more poppy and a bit more kind of roll you forward. So I think it's going to be a bit more snappy for the 5k, 10k. Today's the 10k, so we're going for that one. And I'm going to be wearing Strive half tights, nice, comfortable half tights at a good price. So yeah, I'm going to go for them. Just a blank white tee with the race number on it. I'm going to be wearing Nike arm sleeves because I'm thinking it's going to be cold, and at least I can take them off and kind of slide them into the half tights, and a True and Running Co cap. And then I'll have my Insta 360 Go 3S on the head. So we're going to get some footage of that. I'll try and get some footage of catching the shuttle to the start line as well. And yeah, we'll get going. The goal for today is a PB. So we're going to go out at PB pace, which is 3 minutes and 40 per kilometer, which is, yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to feel. I've done a few workouts at that pace, so hopefully we can hold that for as long as we can, and then kick towards the end to get a PB. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. There is a decent hill at 7 kilometers, I think, between 7 and 8, which I remember last year, but also when I was looking at the elevation chart from my data from last year, I didn't see it. So yeah, I'm not too sure what's happening with that, but I'm pretty sure there is one. So I need to be ready for that. And once we get to the top of the hill, yeah, it's all go time from there, and we'll try and finish strong. But so under 37 minutes would be amazing, great result. Under 38 minutes would kind of be a B goal. I ran 37:36 here last year, so if we can do that, yeah, I'll be reasonably happy with that, and it'll be an alright performance going into Inverness half. Any slower than 38 minutes, we've probably had a bad race, so we'll just get back to training, and yeah, we'll just use this as a decent tempo run. But I'm going to get ready and start making my way to the start line and get the warm-up going, and yeah, I'll see you then. So I went over and had a look at where the finishing line was, and then jumped on the bus to the start area. Once I got to the start area, I decided to kind of start my warm-up and do a bit of a jog around the car park where the start area is, and do some leg swings and loosen up my kind of ankle joints, calves, really get ready for the race. And after this, I did some strides as well. And then I basically waited for the last 10 or 15 minutes to get going. Okay, so we're about to start after the bagpipes have played, and we are off. This is where I really just try and ease into it. I try to make sure I don't run off too fast like some of these other guys. I can't guarantee that they're slower than me. I'm accepting that they're probably going to be a bit quicker, and I'm just trying to get into a rhythm and find some guys that are running a similar pace. When I finally look at my watch and then kind of see what pace I'm going, I want to be averaging 340 per k, so that's kind of the speed that I want to be seeing when I'm looking at my watch for up until like 8k. So that is the first couple of corners that have been navigated, and pretty much we're on this road all the way to the finish line. So this guy in front of me in the white, we stuck together for pretty much the first 4.5k, and then at the drink station he dropped behind me to grab a bottle, and then I kind of got a little bit of a gap on him, and then he never really bridged the gap. So I just kept kicking on because I felt good and I felt really comfortable at the pace I was going. So yeah, we were just running with it. And we're coming up to the 5K split, which was 18 minutes and 22 seconds, and still feeling strong to keep pushing. And we went over this river, which looked quite nice, so I tried to get a quick clip of that, and these guys were pumping the beats in their car. So that was a nice boost of energy for this hill that we're climbing up right now. This is the main hill that I remember from last year, and I remember it felt like it was a lot longer and steeper, but this year it definitely didn't feel as taxing, and I felt like there was some other hills along the route that were just as hard to tackle, so it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And here we're just hitting the 8 km marker, so we've got 2k to go, and at this point I was kind of running side by side with the guy in the yellow vest, and we were just trying to motivate each other to finish strong. And we're just coming up a hill now. I thought I'd get a bit of a headshot in so you could see how much pain I was going through. But we're just coming up a little rise and turning onto this road. We're starting to go a bit downhill from memory. And then once we get across the road, we'll start ramping back uphill to the finish. It's not a big hill, but you do notice it when you're trying to kick down and finish fast. Now we're just about to cross the road onto the other side, and then we're going to start going up the incline to the finish. So it is a slight incline, but it's enough to really make your heart rate rise, and the legs do start burning at this point. We've got like 400-500 meters to go, and it's basically just holding off until you feel like you can sprint finish. Now we're starting to get some support from the crowd, and this bus was waiting for some people at the crosswalks, so we kind of had to weave around that. Maybe lost 1 second, so I maybe could have been a second faster, but this guy had a great kick. He was really pushing hard for home. I knew this stretch was a little longer than you think it is, so I was kind of waiting for my kick, but also I was never catching him. He was off. Really strong kick home from him, and the support was great. So I'm going to leave you to listen to that support, and we'll chat to you after I finish.
Well done, guys, great running this morning. These guys are still
good work. Great running.
Keep going, pal.
So guys, keep walking it off, moving down.
Good run, man. Well done. Good run.
Is this keep shot?
Yeah. Yeah. Last year it was like 9.98, I think. Tiny bit short. If you run the tangents, you do cut a bit. Hey, if it's officially measured.
Around the corner, keep going, keep walking it off.
Okay, I can see it's getting built up. Thank you. Thank you.
Do you want some water?
I'm fine, thank you. I'll give you some business. Extra large. Yeah, I need it for a bit of room, you know.
When it is a nice shirt.
Well, that's it. A bit more room. Thank you. Woohoo, PB. We've got banana. Where's the car? We've got a banana, water. Didn't take the Haribo because I don't think they're vegan. Just going to jump in the car, but that went extremely well. Killer medal, t-shirt, jump in the car, have a look, give you a bit of a recap. It went well. Oh man, I paced that, I would say, almost perfect. Up the hills, I took it a little bit easier. I just went to the effort that I was maintaining. There was a guy for like the first 4K, maybe 5K. It was like right next to me, and we were just going stride for stride. He was clipping off like 340s as well, similar pace. So we were just like, didn't say anything, but we were just like going stride for stride. At the water station, he dipped behind me and I grabbed a bit of water, rinsed the mouth, spat it out, kind of emptied it, just to keep like my mouth wet, because yeah, I just like doing that in a 10K. It's not necessary, but I like doing it. And then I kind of got a little gap on him, and then he never made up the gap. I tried to slow down a touch, but then I was like, why am I slowing down? Because there's guys up in front that I can bridge that gap and hang on to them. So caught up to another guy. You would have seen him in like a yellow and blue vest. So kind of finished strong with him for the last 3K. And yeah, I don't know the exact split, so I'll just have a quick look after I get changed before I kind of finish off the video. But I just wanted to say first off that I don't think I could have paced it any better. Maybe I could cut off some seconds in the first like 8K before I kind of kicked down, and I don't think I would be any worse off. But in terms of like pacing, I think it went pretty damn well, just to be like, well, I PB'd. So I don't know the exact time, but we'll have a look at that before we finish off the video as well. But if anyone is thinking of running this race, it's so good. Besides the guy at the end that screamed at us to keep moving, even though there was nobody for miles. I think that was a bit unnecessary. And it was more aggressive than just like, come on guys, keep moving. It would have been a little bit nicer to do that, but there was hardly anyone at the finishing area anyway, so it was not necessary. But yeah, with that being said, amazing event. It's so good. You drive to Gretna. Well, you can get dropped off at the start line, but you can drive to Gretna, leave your car, bag here and everything, and just catch the shuttle. You get to the start line. I like getting there quite early because you can use the portaloos and stuff quite easily. There's no queue or anything. So I'm there about 50 minutes early. So the warm up, you can take a lot of time to warm up. I did kind of a jog, probably 15-minute jog around the car park. And then I did some strides. I didn't really do any, I normally like doing like a minute to 2 minutes of like threshold reps before a 10K. I didn't get them in, I just did strides and stuff, and got the legs loosened up. Also, I will say, after my jog, I did some leg swings, not like hard leg swings or anything, like just to extend those muscles and loosen them up. And then I did a bit more jogging, and it's crazy how much looser and more nimble you feel after those leg swings. Not hard ones where you're really straining the muscles and stretching them, but just like light leg swings. So that definitely made me feel a lot better. But I'm gonna get changed, have a look at kind of the Strava, see what the actual time was. The course came up a little bit short, but I can't do anything about that. They say it's like properly measured, so we have to go with that, and I'm claiming a PB. I'm sure those kind of people that a stickler for the rules and say you have to have run 10K. I mean, if it comes up long, we say the GPS is right and you actually ran 10K because it was officially measured, but then when you come up short, people say you can't claim it. But so I don't understand, like, I could have dropped out GPS, I don't know. So let me know what you think about that as well, if you claim them as PBs or whatever, I don't know. But I mean, as far as I know, it's a 10K event, so let me know if I can claim it or not. All right, let's go get out of these clothes and then grab something to eat. Okay, I've got changed, but I think I'm gonna go somewhere else. There's people everywhere. So yeah, I'm gonna go somewhere else to grab something to eat on the way home. Hopefully there's a services or something. Just trying to get onto my Garmin app, but it seems to not be loading like most race events. There's yeah, your phones just never work. So trying to load that to go over the splits with yous. Oh, here we go. Okay, that is my warm-up, so we don't need to see that. Okay, 9.98 distance, as you would have seen, which, I mean, yeah, we've spoken about that. You can call it what you want, but it says I've run a new 10k PB, so we'll take it. Average heart rate 164. I think that's decent. I don't know what the max was. Let's have a look at the max. 182. I've not pushed my heart rate up that high for ages, but it is slight uphill finish, and I was sprinting to try and keep up with the guy in the yellow tank, so that doesn't surprise me. Best pace 303. Damn, that's quick. Average pace 340 per k, which is my PB pace. That is the pace I was targeting, and I wanted to finish strong. We held that pace through pretty much the whole race, and then finished reasonably strong. Let's look at the laps. So the first k was just under 339, and then ran pretty much a 340, 343, 341, 340, 340, 343, 338, 340 for the 9th k. So there is a little uphill in that, and I was kind of just trying to run that PB pace for that one. And then 333, 334 for that last 0.98. So we still averaged 340. I really wanted to average 339. Obviously, if I wanted to do that, I should have ran a little bit faster each split and gone for the 339s. But I wanted to try and average 340 for as long as I could, and then kick down the last couple of k. And I felt like I was doing that in terms of the effort, so that's a plus. And it shows with my heart rate data as well. Like halfway through, it was at 171, and we finished at that 180. And even for the first like 12 minutes of the race, it was like threshold. It wasn't really going up too much, but I think there was a slight hill at it's like around 5k. So that's what kind of spiked my heart rate up, and then it never really came back down from that 170. But we held that till the end. The 5k split was, let's have a look, 18:22.6. So that's like 23, 24 seconds slower than what I ran the other day at the Glasgow Green event. So in the 5k. And then I ran, it must have been the second 5k must have been under 18:20 then. So decent. I'm happy with that pacing. Dropping my phone. I'm happy with that pacing, and we've got a PB. On the Strava, it says 36:38, which will be a 6-second PB. But the way I'm taking it is, yes, it's only 6 seconds faster than I've ever ran the 10k, but I felt like I was working so much harder in my 36:44 in June last year. So just how I felt, like I felt so much better doing this race, pacing it at that PB pace and then finishing strong. I just felt like, obviously it's tough towards the end, but I just felt so much stronger. So the guy next to me accidentally tooted while he was getting out of the car. So I'm looking at that as a plus, because I think if I was to pace different events maybe a tiny bit flatter, or like, well, this was pretty much no turns, but I think I can squeeze a little bit more out of my times if I get a tiny bit better at pacing. I think it was really good pacing, but if I know my limit a bit better, I think I could squeeze maybe another 10 seconds out of that, which is really good. And it just shows training's working. And because I'm doing a lot more threshold work, a lot more tempo work, I'm feeling a lot more comfortable at
kind of those uncomfortable paces and efforts. So I'm really looking forward to Inverness to see how long I can hold like 81-minute pace-ish, I think. Darren's running it, Rory's running it. So yeah, I'm just hoping I can, PB in the half as well. So not PB'd in the 5K this year because that was a little bit slower, but felt way stronger than ever. So I know if I did a bit more 5K work, can run a bit faster. The 10K just then, perfect, like so happy with it. And yeah, we'll move on to the half and marathon training. So this result, 36, 30 to 40, I mean, that really does show that a sub-3 marathon is possible, but those like running for 3 hours is a hell of a lot different to running hard for 36 minutes. Like, it's so much harder. It is harder because I'll be running at quite a decent effort for 3 hours. So yeah, I know I can do it. Like, I know it's possible for me. It's just, I just got to keep training and we'll get there, guys. We'll get there. I hope if you ran this and you're watching it after you've already run the race, I hope you did well. I hope your race went well and you enjoyed it. Not much to see on the route. It's pretty much just a straight road with volunteers on it. But the finish is really nice. Everyone that's around you in the race is always like quite supportive, and like I said to a few of the guys that I was running with, come on, like, we can do this, we'll finish strong. Like, it's, I just love running races. It's so good, considering it's like a solo sport and you do a lot of your training solo. It's just nice to be able to share some of the ups and the downs with the people you're running with. The guy in the yellow vest, believe he PB'd, ran really good. The guy behind me in the white, I don't know if you ended up seeing him on the finish. He was the one that I was running stride for stride with. So good. I'm guessing PB'd, but yeah, he ran really well, so not far behind me. But I'll make sure to put up the official chip time race results when I get them, so you can see that. And I'm hoping I come top 30. That would be lovely, but I don't know. There was still a fair few people at the finish when I did cross the line, so who knows. But top 30 would be lovely at an event like this. I think it was over 2,000, so yeah, I think that's good. And I don't think this will set back training too much because it was a hard effort, but I don't think it was super hard. Like, I think I'll recover quite well and be able to pick up like workouts again on Wednesday, Thursday. And then next one is Inverness, so make sure you stay tuned for that. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. I'm doing training videos every week until Edinburgh Marathon, where we're going to try and go for sub-3, but we do have another race before that which may be a sub-3 attempt as well. So stay tuned for that. Keep me updated with all your training in the comments. Stay tuned for the training updates each week and the Inverness race vlog. I'm so excited about that one, and it's just another step towards the marathons this year. So yeah, thanks for watching until this point in the video. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.